Here are the 3 keynotes for the speech titled 1. Rise Above, Reclaiming the American Spirit Within You. White heavy checkmark 3 keynotes. Keynote 1. The American spirit is built on resilience, not circumstances. This keynote explains how the American identity has always been shaped by resilience, by people who overcame challenges, rebuilt after failures, and pushed forward despite limitations. It teaches that reclaiming the American spirit begins with acknowledging your inner strength and refusing to let circumstances define your future. Keynote 2. Personal responsibility is the engine of progress. This part focuses on taking ownership of your actions, choices, and mindset. It emphasizes that in a nation built on freedom, responsibility becomes the driving force behind growth. When individuals take charge of their decisions, they awaken their true potential and elevate their community. Keynote 3. Rebuilding hope and unity starts from within. This keynote highlights how hope, unity, and progress begin at a personal level. When individuals cultivate integrity, empathy, and positive purpose, they influence others and collectively create stronger families, neighborhoods, and ultimately a stronger nation. Expanded Keynote 1, 500 words. The American spirit is built on resilience, not circumstances. The American spirit has never been defined by comfort, convenience, or perfect conditions. It has been defined by struggle, perseverance, and the unshakable belief that tomorrow can be better than today. To rise above, you must first understand that resilience is not something you inherit, it is something you build, moment by moment, challenge by challenge, decision by decision. Throughout history, America grew not because life was easy, but because its people chose to stand tall in moments of adversity. They faced storms, economic hardships, wars, losses, failures, and uncertainty. Yet time and time again, they pushed forward. Not because they were fearless, but because they valued what waited on the other side of fear. That is resilience. And it is the foundation of the American spirit. Reclaiming that spirit begins within you. It starts with recognizing that your circumstances, no matter how difficult, do not define your capabilities. You may come from a humble background, face financial pressure, deal with setbacks, or walk through personal struggles. But resilience teaches you that challenges are chapters, not conclusions. What you face today is not who you are, it is simply where you are. The American spirit lives in your ability to keep moving when everything around you tells you to stop. Resilience is not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It is about learning to stand in the middle of the storm and still commit to growth. It means acknowledging your fears but refusing to surrender to them. It means carrying your doubts but continuing to take steps forward. It means understanding that every difficulty is not a wall, it is a doorway. A doorway to strength, wisdom, and transformation. Every time you rise after falling, you strengthen the foundation inside you. Expanded Keynote 2, 400 words. Personal responsibility is the engine of progress. Personal responsibility has always been at the center of growth, success, and meaningful change. In a country built on freedom, opportunities are abundant, but they only become real when individuals take ownership of their choices, habits, and direction. Reclaiming the American spirit requires recognizing that progress begins not with changing the world, but with changing yourself. Personal responsibility means accepting that your life is shaped more by your decisions than your circumstances. It means understanding that discipline, consistency, and mindset play a greater role in your future than luck or external conditions. Many people wait for motivation, wait for support, or wait for the right moment, but responsibility teaches that the right moment is created, not given. It grows from the decision to take control of what you can influence today. Owning your responsibilities does not mean blaming yourself for every difficulty. Rather, it means empowering yourself by focusing on what you can do next. You may not control your past, but you can choose your next step. You may not control every challenge that enters your life, but you control your response. This simple shift, from reacting to leading, becomes the foundation of personal transformation. Responsibility also means holding yourself accountable to your values. It means committing to honesty even when excuses are easy. It means completing tasks without waiting to be reminded. It means showing up with purpose, effort, and integrity, even when no one is watching. These qualities form the backbone of strong individuals, strong families, and ultimately, a strong nation. In American history, progress was never made by people who waited for permission. Expanded Keynote 3, 300 words. Rebuilding hope and unity starts from within. Hope and unity are not created by speeches, slogans, or promises, they are built through the quiet decisions individuals make every day. The American spirit has always thrived on the belief that people can rise together when they first rise within themselves. Rebuilding that spirit begins with strengthening your inner world, your values, and your willingness to contribute positively to the lives around you. Hope starts with perspective. When you choose to see challenges as temporary and growth as possible, you ignite a spark that influences everything you do. This inner hope gives you the energy to overcome obstacles and the strength to pursue better days. It teaches you that no setback is final and no dream is too distant. When you cultivate hope within yourself, you become a source of light for others, your family, your friends, your community. Unity also begins at a personal level. It's easy to focus on differences, but true unity grows when you practice understanding, empathy, and respect. It means listening before judging, supporting before criticizing, and valuing people even when you don't share the same experiences. Every act of kindness and every moment of patience contributes to a culture where people feel seen, heard, and valued. When individuals live with integrity, compassion, and purpose, they influence their environment in powerful ways. Strong individuals build strong households. Strong households build strong communities. And strong communities build a strong nation. Reclaiming the American spirit is not about changing everyone else, it's about becoming the kind of person who inspires change. When you strengthen your mind, your character, and your intentions, you naturally uplift others. You become a reminder that progress is possible, unity is achievable, and hope is worth protecting. Conclusion, ending the speech. Rise above, reclaiming the American spirit within you. Conclusion. As you stand at this chapter of your life, remember that the American spirit you admire in history, in heroes, and in everyday people is the same spirit that lives within you. It is not distant. It is not reserved for a select few. It is present in your determination, your choices, and your willingness to rise above whatever tries to hold you down. You reclaim this spirit each time you choose resilience over surrender, responsibility over excuses, and unity over division. You strengthen it when you decide that your circumstances will not control your destiny. You honor it when you take ownership of your actions and commit to building a life rooted in integrity and purpose. And you spread it when you walk into the world as a source of hope, encouragement, and strength. The journey forward will not always be easy. Real growth never is. But you were not created to live small or give in to fear. You were created to rise, to rebuild, and to reimagine what is possible. The American spirit has always been shaped by people who refused to quit, who fought hard for their dreams, and who believed in a future greater than their challenges. Now it is your turn. Rise above the limitations that once held you back. Rise above the doubts that whisper you are not enough. Rise above the fear that tries to keep you where you are. Stand tall in your purpose, stand firm in your values, and step boldly into the life you are capable of creating.